Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishu Zed. It's not looking too good for Kanye West. So let's check out this recent post from the Shade Room, man. The post read, Kanye West mentions Pete Davidson in leak of new song, Easy. Now, I heard the song, right? The song is good. The game does its thing, and Kanye gets personal. I want to read the caption of this post real quick. It says, Ye fans everywhere are patiently awaiting the release of his new song. In the meantime, a leaked snippet of Easy featuring the game is floating around on the internet. And Kanye was not being subtle when he mentioned Pete Davidson on the track. Now, if you're unfamiliar with who Pete Davidson is, this is the man who is busting the cheeks of Kanye West's estranged wife, Kim Kardashian. The caption goes on to say, as we've previously reported, Kanye's estranged wife, Kim Kardashian, has been spotted spending time with Pete Davidson on multiple occasions. Pete's out here putting in that work, right? Not giving Kim an inch. Going out, taking her out for pizza. I think there's like posts with, I'll share photos of that, guys. We're getting into some deep RP stuff here. We're going to learn some stuff in this video. So please pay attention, right? Let's go on. The post goes on to say, and although Ye seems he found a new love interest of his own, he's ready to put the pause on Pete. Fast, not slow, right? Kanye wants to knock this man out for multiple reasons. Number one, he's still in love with Kim. That's what we really are here to talk about. So the caption ends by saying, Kanye can be heard rapping, God saved me from the crash, just so I could be Pete Davidson's. And listen, I think Kanye's serious. A lot of people may just think, oh, this is just Kanye being a celebrity. Oh, this is just Kanye trying to get attention. But no. One thing I will admit about Kanye is not afraid to take a punch, right? That's an actual lyric from an actual Kanye song. But on multiple occasions, Kanye has not been afraid to get physical with the paparazzi. And maybe that's that Chicago in him, but I wouldn't put it past Kanye. So here's the question. How did it get to this? Because in my last video that I did of Kanye West a few days ago, I said, hey, here are the reasons why Kim will never get back with Kanye West. And a lot of people didn't like that. They didn't like what I had to say. Why? Because I revealed some faults in Kanye's approach to the situation. Well, the first things first. Kanye, why are you trying to turn a 304 into a housewife? You can't do it. Devon tried it. You tried it. Scottie Pippen tried it. And there are men today. You don't have to be a celebrity to make this mistake. A lot of you out here think you can turn 304s into housewives. You can't. That's the first thing. Because I know a lot of you are thinking, Chishu, why are you talking about celebrities like this is real life? Because men do this in real life. That's the first thing. If she doesn't have a mindset, a traditional mindset for marriage, if she thinks like a modern day woman, and it doesn't get more modern day than Kim, right? She is the example of what a lot of these modern day women want to be like. It doesn't get any worse than that. If she doesn't have the mindset for marriage, if she doesn't have those traditional kind of values and realize that she has to go against the grain, against what she's programmed to think, her conditioning, her blue pill mentality, then why are you going to try to turn a 304 into a housewife? That's the first thing, right? That's where Kanye messed up. And that's where a lot of men today mess up. Why does it matter? Well, the reason that it matters is that there are plenty of men out here who get married and probably will get divorced, and they think they can win their wife back or their girlfriend back or the love of their life back by pleading, begging, right? He was over here in Los Angeles and he was doing a show with Drake, got on stage and started singing and begging for Kim to come back into his life. Now, some of you guys were like, well, man, he's got a family, he's got kids. And I want you guys to learn from these situations. Why? Because you shouldn't be doing this. This is not how you get a woman back into your life. You don't sit there and beg for her. Women don't react to that, right? That is a beta male move. That is a simp move. The man's whole world is crumbling before our eyes. You may not think so, but I'm telling you right now, just like I predicted in the last video, that Kim will never take Kanye back. This will be a devastating blow to Kanye's image, career going forward if he doesn't get this under control. Listen, I'm a Kanye fan. I'm not here to break this man down. I don't want to see a black man get broken down by anybody, by his family situation. But listen, we've got to start learning how modern women operate in today's age. We've got to take the RP, man, especially when it's bitter to swallow, especially when you're a fan of some of these guys. The RP transcends celebrity. It transcends status. It transcends your economic status, looks, everything. It can be applied to everything. Divorce rates are bad within the general public, and they're also bad when it comes to celebrities, right? Is it worse when it comes to celebrities? Yes. But no one could have predicted that like Devon Franklin and Megan Good would have lasted a good amount, but they still divorced. And what do we see there? We saw a man who was broken by that situation. I don't want you to end up like that. I don't want you to be in the situation where you're crying, posting pictures of yourself, crying on the internet and embarrassing yourself in front of millions and millions of people. Of course, you may not have the following of these celebrities, but overall, man, if you want to get a woman back in your life, what you shouldn't do is beg and plead. And that's what we see a lot of these celebrities doing. Just because you have $1 billion, it doesn't mean that you're alpha. And to people who are new to these concepts, you're confused. You're sitting there thinking, why are you talking down on Kanye West? He's a billionaire. It doesn't matter how much money you make. If you like game and the understanding of female nature, a woman will control you, your emotions. And what we're seeing right now is a man who's being controlled by his situation, and the woman, the love of his life, when he should just have walked away and not fought for her and lived the rest of his life. That's the best way to fight. I know that upset a lot of people because they think I'm talking down on Kanye West, but man, you need to chill, right? You need some coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
So how do we get to the point to where Kanye West is now threatening to beat Pete Davidson's ass? Well, it happened because of his mindset. What's that mindset? He is not able to walk away from Kim Kardashian, right? Kanye West believes that Kim Kardashian is the best thing he can get. No other woman can replace her. And because of that, he is in a place of distress. Because of that, he is simping, right? He's embarrassing himself. And if you ever believe as a man that a woman cannot be replaced, then you will allow that situation to control your emotions. You will embarrass yourself. This is how men lose control. This is how men destroy their lives. Never allow a woman to become so important to you that it affects your well-being, your mental health, and your future. Now, I'm not saying the man is inhuman and he's not going to be affected by the situation. But when I said Kanye's buying that house next to Kim Kardashian because he wants to be next to her because he wants to get back with her, people said, no, it's just for him to get back together with the kids. Come on. Come on, man. And listen, I get that some of you guys might not believe me because it seems like Kanye West has moved on with his new chick, Julia Fox. Guys, this is so important that you understand this stuff. Why? Because a lot of men will go through this. Relationships, relationship dynamics, intersexual dynamics, dating, relationships, it transcends celebrity. Most men who are celebrities make the same mistakes that the average guy who is just an average Joe makes. And what is that mistake? Well, they put a woman on the pedestal. They do something like try to move on, like what Kanye West did in this situation with Julia Fox. If you look at their relationship, if you ask me, the whole thing seems staged. It does not seem genuine. Take a look.
Yo, back up, bro. Back up. Back up.
Thank you. You guys get in the car first.
Pizza, get in here. Excuse me.
Thank you, Kanye. Oh, yeah, just one. Thank you. Go ahead, here, gentlemen. Oh, yeah.
Stay a little bit longer with her.
Thank you, Kanye. Just one. Right on top.
All right, so we see Kanye West over there with his new chick, and you know, to me it looks like he's trying to make Kim jealous, right? Then we go over to Kim, and we see photos of Pete Davidson and Kim hanging out, right? It shows them just kicking it, shows them just doing simple stuff, right? Like hugging each other, having pizza, you know, just chill things. This seems more realistic. This seems more real. And listen, guys, I know it's difficult to take celebrity situations seriously, but here's one thing I'll guarantee you. Female nature is female nature, whether you are a celebrity or not. Kim has moved on from Kanye, and she's never going back to him. And so for you Kanye fans who wish things would work out, I understand, man. I get it. You're wishing for the best. It will not. Number one, because of female nature. Number two, well, because Kanye is approaching this the wrong way. He's begging, he's simping, he's crying out when he really should be genuinely moving on. And if you can't move on, if you're in a situation right now, as a man, you broke up with your girl, the last thing you want to do is reach out, beg, cry, and pander. Don't ever give a woman that type of validation, because that's what that is. So now let's get into some RP facts. Here's the truth, whether you want to believe it or not. Women get over men faster than men get over women. If you are in a relationship with a woman, chances are she will get over you faster than you will get over her. Look around. We see it over and over again. Take a second. Think of all the men who go back to women who at one point were crazy about them, but they broke up with them, or maybe she left. But even if he left her, chances are he will come back and she will be over him fast, not slow. Now, a lot of people have speculated to why women are more cutthroat in that way than men are. There is a theory that I've heard listening to Rollo Tomasi. I've talked about Rollo in a bunch of other videos. That's called war brides. And the concept is pretty simple and goes back to times of war before our modern civilization, where men would go out and fight and women had to learn how to get over men quickly. Why? Because men went to battle. Majority of men still go to battle today. And men died more than they did now, right? In the past, men died by the thousands. They would go out to war and fight hand-to-hand combat, and not the way we fight today. And because of that, more men died in war. And so the theory is to cope with how men are more disposable by women, because men go to war, women had to get over men faster. And so the theory is that over time, that's been passed down to women today, thousands of years later, or millions, depending on what you believe. And women today still have that ability to get over a man faster than men can get over them. Now, we got into some deep RP stuff here. So going back to this situation with Kanye West, if you look at it from a surface level, you may think, okay, so Kanye's moving on and Kim is moving on, but that's not the case. Most men don't know how to move on from a woman. Most men don't know how to value themselves and not put a woman on the pedestal who's left them. They don't know how to let go, right? Most men plead and beg for a woman to come back. Most men are beta males. And in this situation, we see nothing different. Exhibit A, this headline that read, Kanye West rages on video after allegedly punching man, get away from me. Check it out.
Away from
Give me
me!
your hand. Give me your hand.
Hey man, I'm protecting us
No,
now.
get away from me!
I'm protecting us now.
Give me your hand. I am your
Ain't no
family.
hand.
I am your family. Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
See that guy there? He's knocked out.
No, you was
Kanye.
Man got knocked out by Kanye West. Kanye's not playing, man. And this is part of the reason I think when Kanye says he wants to knock out Pete, that should not be taken lightly. I don't think a man who is a billionaire is afraid of paying to knock someone out, right? And that guy he knocked out, he probably didn't hit him that hard, but he knew that that was a paycheck. So what did he do? He got on the floor and acted like, he really hurt more than it actually did. And he's probably going to get cashed out for that situation. Let's keep watching.
Why did he just do that? What is wrong with him?
Man, these paparazzi are ridiculous, man. Talking about why did he do that? What's wrong with him? He's acting, right? Obviously he's acting, but they caught Kanye slipping. Kanye is bugging out. Someone get this man some coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
And guys, I want you to realize that this is the price of getting married today, right? All this is a result of Kanye's recent divorce. These might be celebrities, but again, it's no different in the real world. You're almost guaranteed that you will get divorced if you get married today. And it won't be you as a man initiating the divorce. It will be the woman in most cases. Now, whether that's worth it to you or not, you should really strongly consider all this. Look at a lot of these men's lives. It's no different. Like we see Kanye, we see a celebrity going through the same thing that a regular guy would. Fighting to see his kids. Simping over his wife. This is a guy who obviously isn't RP aware. Of course. This is marriage today. Whether you're a celebrity or not, chances are your marriage will fail. Because most people aren't in the right mindset. Most people wife up 304s. Like Kim. That was Kanye's first mistake. So following this video of Kanye West allegedly punching a man, it was alleged, right? So he could have gotten away with maybe denying the fact that he actually punched a man, but Kanye decided to snitch on himself with this next video interview he had with Hollywood Unlocked. Check it out.
So as far as the paparazzi go, right, I wasn't a fan, so last night. So it's 3 a.m. in front of the warehouse. I'm saying, you don't know what I'm dealing with right now. I done just finished these 2 songs. I came from the studio. I directed this impromptu shoot, and my cousins went and didn't really, deliver the mission. And this dude he just had this like real attitude, like, what you gonna do, and this and that. I'm gonna just tell you that blue COVID mask didn't stop that knockout. You know what I'm saying?
Was it the taunting, the disrespect, the disregard for your privacy?
There he goes. Then you know he knocked that man out.
It's all that, but that's what Hollywood be. And I'm just saying, look, man, I love the paparazzi, I love the press, I love the media, and
we were just out the other night at dinner. You showed them all love. You signed everything. You did everything they wanted.
Yeah, but then they send those 2 couple, probably like some agents or something. I'm
going to read a few of these comments here. This commenter said, y'all going to learn to leave these celebrities alone. Yeah, I mean, if you're messing with Kanye West, here's your reality check right here, that he's not afraid to punch you in the face. This next comment says, Kanye is the main character. Obviously so. Right? He's been in the spotlight. And here I am doing a video about Kanye West. But hey, I'm a Kanye fan. Believe it or not, guys, I'm a Kanye fan. This next comment says, he never liked paparazzi. No, he never did. This final comment says, old Kanye back in full effect. I heard that song about Pete Davidson. That shit did remind me of the old Kanye, not gospel Kanye. That was on some My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasies Kanye, right? That's that old Kanye, not that saved Kanye. That's that old Kanye. Someone get Ye some coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
And just when you thought things couldn't get worse for Kanye West, he goes viral addressing a situation where I guess Kim or the family won't let him see his daughter Chicago, right? And that's a sad situation. I get it. But he goes viral for this video. We're going to listen to it. I'm going to address it.
Yeah, I'm just wishing my daughter a public happy birthday. I wasn't allowed to know where her party was. There's nothing legal that's saying that these are the kind of games that's being played. At the light, it's the kind of thing that really has affected my health for the longest. And I'm just not playing. I'm taking control of my narrative this year. I'm being the father, the best father, the Ye version of a father. And I'm not finna let this happen. And we're gonna be in real time.
Take a slight right turn onto I-405
right here.
North.
Chicago, happy birthday. I love you. And I'm just putting this online because I need y'all support. I didn't call Kim texting nannies. I got on the phone with Tristan. He said, he asked Chloe, won't nobody give me the address to my daughter's birthday party right now? And that's going to imprint in her mind that I wasn't there for her. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was supposed to be in Miami recording my album. My whole schedule is all based around me being able to take my kids to school, me being there for them, making sure that I'm in their life. That's the whole point of having money. They take so many fathers just throughout America. They've been taking the fathers out the homes purposely. So I'm speaking up. I'm using my voice to say this ain't gonna keep happening. This narrative is not gonna happen. It's a lot of people that's not in a position where they ain't got no voice when people be playing games like this. Baby mamas be playing games. The grandmama be playing games like this. And it's like, as y'all know, they ain't finna play like that with me.
All right, so before I give my take on this specific situation, we're going to check out some of these comments. It's the fact that Tristan is at the baby party, but not the actual father. ... 10,000 likes. Now, the reason why she's saying that is because we all know Tristan Thompson is the opposite of good father, good, anything at all, right? The man is a mess. He's cheated on his woman multiple times, publicly embarrassed her, had a child, right? A son recently outside of his relationship. They're not married, but it's a relationship. And some men can say, hey, I don't care what Tristan does outside of a relationship. Why? Because they're not married. But at the end of the day, this woman is surprised that Kanye West, as the father of his kids, has been kept from seeing his kids. I want you guys to really kind of just think about how this is so relatable to a lot of men out here. Specifically, I'm going to talk about black men who are kept from seeing their kids. Baby mamas who use their kids as leverage, right, to manipulate and control. But I don't think that's what it is in this specific situation. I don't fall for this video that Kanye West made. And listen, guys, before you get in your feelings, and I know this video captured a lot of people's emotions, but don't forget, this is the same guy that sung Come Back to Me, Kim, multiple times on stage, was begging for her to come back, and when she didn't listen, he went and bought a house across the street from her, and a bunch of you said, oh, he just did that just so he could be closer to the kids. Shisha, why are you making it seem like that's some type of a stalker move? It's a stalker move. I know manipulation when I see it. Guys, I'm always sticking up for men on my channel multiple times, but I call BS when I see it. Don't do this. Don't beg. Don't pander to a woman. Don't go buy a house next to her. Most men can't do this. What's the equivalent of this? The equivalent of this is another story I heard of a regular guy, a friend of mine, who kept stalking his girl after she broke up with him. She had to move to 5 different schools. She had to switch 5 different schools until she finally had to get the law involved in the situation. This right here is manipulation. I'm telling you right now. And if it doesn't change, it's only going to get worse. Guys, I've been right so far, right? You can choose to disagree with me in the comment sections down below, but I'm telling you, this is a manipulation tactic. Ye needs to chill out. Someone get this man some coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
The next commenter says, we all knew Chloe wasn't leaving Tristan. Of course, because most women like grimy men who treat him like trash and cheat on him. That's just the truth, right? They love that dysfunctional life. This next comment says, not him asking Tristan to ask Chloe. Yeah, that's how desperate Kanye is. Why? Because he's probably scaring a lot of people. Not only did he buy a house across the street from Kim, he wrote a song talking about how he's going to beat Pete's when he sees him. Maybe Pete was at that party, right? All this needs to be taken into consideration. And the crazy thing about this is if you look at modern day dating and compare it to celebrities in real life, I don't think it's been ever as close as it is right now. As in, I know a bunch of you watch this story, especially you guys that have kids out there and have baby mamas and could relate to it. And we got to think, for men out here who actually have manipulative women, and yes, there are a bunch of manipulative women out here who try to keep their fathers from seeing their kids, which is wrong. That's not who I'm talking about. I know those women exist, and I know there's a lot of them, right? And a lot of people are going to say things like this commenter here who says, fight for your kids, Kanye. Yeah, fight for your kids, but bro, chill out. Have some self-respect. Fight for your kids, yes. But fight for your kids. Don't fight for that woman who doesn't want you, who's moved on from you. A lot of men out here don't have the platform that Kanye has. They're going through this for real. They could care less about the chick in their life. They just want to see their kids. And for that, I look at Kanye and I think, bro, okay, I feel bad for you when it comes to that situation. I do. Right? But all that, trying to get back with Kim, he needs to let her go. And no man should ever pedestalize a woman in his mind so much that it now is affecting the rest of his life. This is a consequence of him not being able to walk away from a woman. Learn to walk away. If he walked away, kept his distance, embraced that alpha mentality, right? He would have been invited to the party. Why? Because they would have known that he could control himself, but he can't. Now, whether we want to attribute that to like him being mentally unstable, there's a lot that goes into that. But I think Kanye has showed us that he's not out of his mind completely, right? I've seen that. You listen to him talk, you know that he could implement some self-control if he wanted to. So Kanye actually did end up making it to his daughter Chicago's birthday party, which is great, which is wonderful, right? And there were photos of him kind of playing around with his kid, which is awesome. So what can we learn from this actual situation? What's the point of this entire situation? Well, I think there's two. The first one is, should men get married today? Because the honest truth is, most men, this is sad, but it's true. Most marriages today will end in divorce. So I looked it up here and it says almost 50% of all marriages in the United States will end in a divorce or separation. Most marriages today will fail, and that divorce won't be initiated by you as the man. Most likely it will be your woman who will initiate that divorce. I tell you guys all the time that I still see marriage as something that's in my future. I will get married. I want to get married. I've said that I won't sign papers. And guys, the reason I repeat that is because I've heard like people like Abba preach. They're talking about people within the manosphere who tell everybody not to get married, but you know, they get married. I present the facts. I let you guys decide what you want to do as the man. That's your responsibility. You have the power as a man, but there's certain things you must understand if you're going to date and especially get married today. You have to understand the consequences of being blue pill minded, the consequences of not understanding the current dynamics between men and women today. I've said multiple times, never love a woman too much. This is why purpose is so important. A woman can't be first in your life. She can't be that one thing that ruins your whole world when she leaves you, right? She sees you falling apart, which is kind of what we see in this Kanye West situation. So that first thing is marriage still worth it? Well, you see what men have to go through today. As a man, the woman would most likely get custody of your kids. Are you willing to go through that? The second problem is if you don't have an ironclad prenup like Kanye West had, then you'd be at risk of having a woman that would take everything you have, or at least half, right? Or you can just not sign those documents. I'm not telling you what to do again. It's all up to you. Now, here's something we can all learn when it comes to dealing with women, regardless of whether you're getting married or not. That first thing is never put a woman on a pedestal. Never. The consequences of you putting a woman on a pedestal will result in you looking like a fool. The beta male puts a woman on a pedestal. He doesn't know how to let go. He's begging for her to come back. And in this situation, as much as you don't want to hear it, and I'm talking about you Kanye West fans, and that's me too. Kanye is playing a beta male role. He is a beta male in this situation. Now, when I say beta male, I'm talking about in relation to how Kim views him, his estranged wife. I'm not talking about him in business where he's a winner, he's an alpha. Again, a lot of you don't really get this stuff. You don't understand. You think you know, but you don't, right? You haven't read enough books. And I can tell because you say things like once alpha, always alpha. No, alpha means leader. Alpha is relative. Some women will view as alpha, some won't. But in this situation right here, begging, pleading, crying for a woman to come back into your life, threatening to beat up the new guy that's busting her cheeks, Fast, not slow. It's beta, right? That is a beta male move. Do not ever love a woman more than she loves you. And to a lot of you guys that were raised up in this modern day society where you're taught to always love a woman more and be this guy that puts her on her pedestal, you will learn the hard way. You will. I promise you. Right? And if Kanye West doesn't get it together and keeps on doing dramatic things to try and get Kim back and doesn't actually move on, he'll be in a worse situation. Focus on you. Better yourself. Don't let these women out here get such a hold on you. Don't fall so much in love that you forget to value yourself as a man. A man who puts a woman first, who puts a woman before anything, who puts a woman before his purpose is a dangerous man. Why? Because the thing he's putting before everything else is such a volatile, emotional thing, a woman. At any moment she can leave. At any moment she can walk away. And your whole world comes crumbling down because instead of putting your focus on your purpose, on you, you've got a woman there. This is how men end up doing crazy things, right? End up on the news for doing crazy stuff. Get a hold of yourself. Take the RP, value yourself, improve yourself. You are the prize. Act like it. Act like it. But the problem is there are too many men out here who will never change their mindset. Doesn't matter how much money you give them $2 billion, and they're still acting like the woman they're with is the best thing that happened to them. And to me, that's sad, right? You'll be okay. Move on. Let go. A lot of guys might be going through a relationship breakup right now. Let go. Improve you. Focus on you. You will be okay. And the truth is, that's the best chance you have at that chick coming back. Stop calling her. Stop checking up on her. Stop stalking her on Instagram. And if you've got the money, don't buy a house across the street from her. Right? Move on. Embrace that alpha mentality. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this episode of The Coffee Pod, let me know what you guys thought of the content down below. As always, I appreciate you all. The goal is still 60K subscribers. Can you believe it? By the end of this month, January. My name is Shishi Zed. Until next time, man, I'm out. Peace. Yo, what's up, guys? So I'm here in the back end of my studio. This is where all the magic happens, man. This is where all the editing happens. I'm actually looking at my analytics right now, and what it's telling me is that 65% of you are not subscribed, right? And this is 65% of people who watch my channel on a consistent basis. Listen, guys, I need your help. My goal is 60K subscribers by the end of January. That's double my subscriber rate right now. We can do this, but I can't do it without you. Hit that subscribe button. You may think you're subscribed, but the way YouTube works is that it pushes videos to you, right? You don't go searching for these videos. They appear and they pop up, unless if you hit that notification bell. If you did, I appreciate you. So if you think you're subscribed, if you can do me a favor and make sure, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you all. I'm out.